back to my channel. Today's video is a continuation of last week's video, so in order not to be left out of the loop, do yourself a favor, check out last week's video and then come back and enjoy this video. Okay. Alright, so the next tip is protective styling. I know for one fact that protective styling has helped me out a lot in my natural hair journey. I have been natural, like I said, for 6 years. So initially when I started my natural hair journey, I went on what they call it, it's a big chop. Yes, I big chopped my hair, and during that time I was still going to school, so it was kind of awkward for me sometimes. I wasn't used to having my hair very short, so what I did was I made wigs and I wore my wigs. And underneath my wigs I was still maintaining my hair, I was still moisturizing my hair and doing all the TLC that it needed, but I was wearing wigs. I also wore braids, like right now I have braids in my hair. I wore braids. It's only this time around I decided to experiment and go a step further by adding color to my hair. But yes, I did do braids, I did wigs. What else did I do? Oh yeah, when my hair grew out to a certain length that it was able to be put up in a bun, yes, I did put my hair in a bun a lot of the times. I hardly, and this in all, what I'm trying to say is less manipulation to your hair. If you love braids, go crazy with it, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't be maintaining your hair while it's in a braided out state. Like right now my hair is in a braided out state, but I still moisturize my hair. I still have to take care of my hair, and very soon I'm going to have to wash it. Less manipulation to your hair, and whether your hair is in a protective style or not, always like I would say, moisturize it. If you feel your hair needs some love, tender loving, please go ahead and do it. Now another thing I would advise ladies out there that a lot of people don't talk about, now if you want to grow your hair natural, like this is going a step further from manipulating your hair less. Have you seen the video online about the women that use chebe powder for their hair? Do you see that they put their hair in a particular style for a very long time? They don't touch their hair, and when they take down their hair, it's only to maintain the hair, perhaps wash it, and then reapply the chebe powder in their hair, braid it back up and leave it alone. And you can see the hair just keeps on growing. But the trick right there is that every new growth, because every new growth that comes out of their scalp, they are actively maintaining it and protecting it. They are not just letting it be. So yes, your hair will grow out of your scalp, you take down the braids and you rebraid it. You're protecting that new growth that just came out of your scalp. That's what those women practice. The difference with us is that we don't put chebe powder in our hair in our own situation, because I believe some of us girls would not want to go down that route of putting chebe powder in your hair and having one hairstyle for months, or is it 2 months or weeks? I don't know how long they carry the hair for, but I'm sure most of us wouldn't want that. Most of us want to experiment, want to have wigs, or want to, so I'm just saying less manipulation. Another factor is moisturizing your hair. Now if you watch my previous video, you can see how I was patiently moisturizing my hair in sections. Now most people, they just feel like if you have my hair density, you can't moisturize your hair, just you put down your hair and then you just put it on top. Moisturize your hair in sections. I do that all the time, whether I'm washing my hair, whether I am braiding my hair, whether I'm maintaining my hair, re-moisturizing and refreshing it for the week. It's always in sections, because that way I am ensuring that every hair strand has received the TLC for the week. Another tip is Another thing that I have noticed that I stopped doing is I avoid heat on my hair. Like, I hardly use heat on my hair. The last time I used heat on my hair, I think was before I did a braid. Before I did this braid or this hairstyle on my hair, I blew out my hair, and that's all. Previously, before that, I air dry my hair. I hardly blow dry my hair unless I am in a rush, unless I have somewhere to be and I can't wait for my hair to. And when I use heat on my hair, I use it on the lowest setting, and I do not use it for a long period of time. Another thing I will tell you is, if you want to grow your hair long, you need to avoid hair dyes. Yes, you need to avoid hair dyes. If you want to experiment with color, please get yourself a wig. Do whatever hair dye color you want on the wig and then wear it on your hair. Do not dye your hair unless you are okay with having damaged hair. If that's what you want, like if you want to actually bleach your hair and dye it and all that in between, go ahead and do that. But just so you know, if your hair is already fragile, you're only making it more fragile. And when I say dye your hair, avoid ammonium. If you pick up a hair dye or a box dye and it says it contains ammonium, drop that baby. Drop that nasty box down, because ammonium is a drying agent. Your hair will be so dry. Why am I saying this? Like I said, I don't come here and say things that I haven't gone through or I haven't practiced. Yes, in the first year of growing out my natural hair, when my natural hair grew out to a little fro, I picked up a hair dye and I dyed my hair because I wanted color. So I dyed my hair, and guess what? It looked lovely. It looked lovely, but my hair was so dry. It was so dry, it felt like straw. It lacked moisture. No matter how much I moisturized my hair and I tried to make it, revive it. So dyeing your hair, it's good, it looks beautiful, but get yourself a hair paint wax if you want to experiment with color, or just get a wig and then dye the wig, but don't dye your hair. I would say if you have 4C hair, no 4C hair girl will tell me that she carries her hair just like that. When I mean just like that, I mean, okay, you've washed your hair and then you just moisturize it and that's it. You don't put it up in, you don't braid it, or you don't twist it, or you don't do some flat twist, or you don't bun it or something. You just let it be in all its glory. No 4C hair girl will tell me she does that to her hair. Do you know why? Because if she comes back to it, that hair is going to be so tangled. If you know you're the type of person to, oh, I want to try this new hairstyle, I want to braid my hair, or I want to put my hair in a bun, or I want to try this cute hairstyle, you have to keep your hair in a stretched out state 100% of the time, even when you're washing your hair. Like if you have my hair texture, I'm not talking of girls that don't have my hair texture. Girls that perhaps they have is it the 3C or 3A, the loose pattern curls. Yes, you guys can just come out of the bathroom. I don't know, I don't actually know. I'm just speaking from my own point of view. Perhaps you guys can just come out and do whatever, but if you have my hair texture, don't try that. Don't try that. Do not try that. Your hair is going to be so tangled, so tangled. You're going to be so upset, and when you come back to actually detangle your hair is going to break. So always keep your hair in a stretched out state, like 100% of the time. 100% of the time, your hair needs to be in a stretched out state. Now, moving on to how do you sleep at night? How do you maintain your hair actually? How do you maintain your hair while you are not fully awake? How do I maintain my hair when I'm not fully awake? Is this. Yes, I have a silk pillowcase. Silk pillowcase. Anytime I am not going to be bunning my hair up or putting my hair in a silk scarf. I have my silk pillowcase here, and I put it in my pillowcase and I go to bed. That's it. I don't need to do anything more. But if I'm not sleeping, if my head is not on that, I have silk scarves. I also have my hair bonnet that I got from Ankara bonnet. Unfortunately, I don't know where I dropped it, and I do not want to go on a rampage search for it right now. So, but I'm going to, if you want a link to that, Ankara bonnets, they are on Instagram. You can get their bonnets. They have lovely African prints, but inside of their bonnets, this is where they go a step further. Inside the bonnet, what's inside? Silk. The outside might look glorious, very pretty patterns, but inside they took a step further in protecting your hair by putting what? A silk material inside of it. That's really awesome. That's really nice. Another thing I do too, or another thing I practice in my hair journey is deep conditioning. There's one other video. I would leave these links in the description bar for the moisturizing and for this deep treatment. So these deep treatments, I saw that even Cardi B, I didn't learn this from Cardi B, but recently I was on Instagram and I saw a lot of posts about oh, I'm trying out Cardi B's new hair mask, and I was like, Cardi B's new hair mask, let me go over and see what it is. And what was it? It is the same thing. In fact, she did the same thing I did. And when I tell you that when a lot of people practice the same thing, just know that there is truth in it. The hair masks I used avocado, I used shea butter, I used castor oil, and I used egg, and I used honey. Now I think she went a step further and she put banana in her in the hair mask for her daughter. Yes, I think she also added banana, but I didn't add banana in mine. But the result is the same. Now the hair mask, I use it as a deep conditioning treatment, especially when I know my hair is very dry, or when I know my hair needs some kind of reboost, or when I know I have fallen short in my hair maintenance routine for a long time and I believe my hair needs the TLC to revamp itself. I always pick up that deep conditioning treatment. I always do the natural treatment. Like it doesn't take much. The only thing it takes is your time, and you won't break the bank for that hair mask. It's very nutritious, it's very organic, and it's all you need is a blender. That is all you need. All you need is a blender, your time, and your hands, and at the end of the day, your hair comes out looking nice. If you want, you can check that video. It's one of the videos I made. I'll link it, I'll put it in the description bar below. Try it on your hair. See, I know natural hair is not easy, but trust me, it is worth it, okay? Thank you so much for watching this video today. If you stayed up to the last part of this video, you are a what? You are a G. So thank you. I will see you guys in my next video. And until then, stay safe, okay? Be nice to people. Be nice to yourself. Have an awesome week, guys. Thanks for watching.